McKenna Law Firm was established in 1950, November 15th of 1950. The McKenna Law Firm has expanded their services, as you can see, expanded their service and policy regulation of McKenna Law Firm here in Moses Lake, Washington, carrying the Washington Bar Association 13294 McKenna Law Firm at McKenna Law Firm. See, they did a lot of renovation. To see the window was broken out. On top of that, bringing the window to the People bus station in Kettleston Road, make an appointment, and the GTA bus station on 5th Division, make an appointment. Now, putting this window, installing the window, suffered consequences for the People bus because they shot the windows out with the 10-gauge shotgun. Now, the same guy that came in here and broke the windows shot the People bus in Kettleston Road with the 10-gauge shotgun. On top of that, bringing havoc to the matter of the GTA and 5th Division, their threats and testimony at Army Base and International Airport, bring testimony in their Service Administration Office, how they come here, break in and steal jewelry, and go to the Miller's Jewelry and also the Clem Center Mall, how they come here and steal jewelry and do their propaganda and service policy regulation in the Service Administration Office. McKenna Law Firm carrying the exhibit of evidence from Ace Hardware, how we recorded the locksmith, everybody inside the locksmith building, and also the business cards, and also appointments and time arrangement, phone numbers on URL confirmation verification, because the property don't belong to them in one shape and form. The locks don't belong to them in one shape and form. The tumblers, the locks, the services don't belong to them. And simple for fact, recording him on video, we put everybody on video confirmation verification service at the Social Security office in Tri-Cities, Washington. And Bob Ferguson's office, Attorney General of the Washington Bar Association in Kennewick, Washington, with the Social Security office attached to it. So bringing testimony, because the Washington Farm Bill is 4013148. First name Felix, last name Barela. That's CIMARON5INC. Ajmer Singh here. Barela Felix 805 Gmail. CIMARON5yahoo.com. That's 1400 Main Street, match. 704 Sullivan. John Hayes McKinnon, born November 15th, 1950. 6'1", 260 pounds. Match. Andy Miller, Eric Singer, Norman Rodriguez, Ryan Luskin. Policy regulation and their services. And also the business license, State of Washington business license. Department licensed business profession, certified persons, and business and below authorized. And that's license number is 2011-7529. Expires October 1st of 2028. J. Inslee Governor, Steve R. Hobbs, Secretary of State, Marcus J. Glass, Department of Licensing.
You've reached out to the Communications Center. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Si es una emergencia, cuelgue y marque el 911. Para español, presione.
Not emergency dispatch.
Yeah, can you connect me with the State Trooper's office in Tri-Cities?
You have one moment. State Patrol will thank you. State Patrol.
trying to communicate and send a fax confirmation to State Trooper's Office, Policy, Regulations, and Services.
You've reached Southeast Communications Center. If this is an emergency...
Non-emergency dispatch.
Yeah, I was contacting the State Trooper's Office, and Holdings picked up. There's Jessica, there's Norma, there's Victoria, there's Joshua. There's just somebody else besides her, because I keep on faxing my stuff over from the McKen Law Firm, and I got to go show up in person at the police department and over at the State Trooper's Office in person with a FedEx UPS officer and sheriff and backup with all these agencies and confront them. And I have to redo it because apparently I brought all the evidence to them in person, the title, and is there some way I can talk to somebody else besides Holdings? Because she's the one that messed up the whole thing in the first place.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
This
All right.
is President Franklin County,
Okay.
so
Uh-huh.
who's it you need?
All right. So we got video confirmation, verification at McKen Law Firm 509-765-4451. Fax, identity, first name, last name, birth certificate, driver's license, gun and handsense license, fishing license, hunting license, vehicle pass, and service, and much of those nature's increments for identifications and services. Now, McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-619. Norman J. Manis, recognized as Benton County Justice Department in Kennewick, Washington, along with Andy Miller. And the generals, the policy, the generals under Norman J. Manis, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America. Of course, the General of the United States Army. And of course, the Wall Street Direct Deposit EFT transaction services for Wall Street in Central New York and Manhattan. Tiffany, Melania, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Tiffany Trump. And the Oval House, where Melania Trump and Donald Trump redecorated the Oval House. And the 47th President of the United States photograph that's rebuilt and redone, and brand new United States of America. Again, the dollar value has gone up. And of course, the 50th and 52nd First Lady of the United States of America, bringing the White House with the Commonwealth State of Butler County, July 13th, 2024 assassination plot, where presidency was won. And of course, Bill Gates, 1835 73rd Avenue. John Hazen McKinnon, November 15th, 1950, born. Policy, regulations, service authorizing and transporting Felix brought to Bill Gates. There's a younger photo of him, 1835 73rd Avenue. And of course, Mark Rubio. This is Mark Rubio, and this is the Service Center and Policy Regulations and Secretary of State of Florida. And of course, Mr. Doug Bergsman, and also Mr. Donald J. Trump, 47th President of the United States of America. And of course, Service and Policy Pete Hagshaft. Now, Kansas City was undefeated for 2 years until Philadelphia Eagles brought the championship to the White House, the 47th President of the United States of America. And Donald Trump bringing the United States of America into the Oval House for the presidential primary election for being the 47th President of the United States of America. Of course, Caitlin C. Trump, her birthday was in May of 2025, bringing much of the matters and services of the presidential primary election, Lord Trump and the successors. Air Force One, Ivanka Trump, 45th President of the United States of America, bringing that presidential primary election to its successors. Now, that's remodeled, redone, redo and reroute the service in McKenna Law Firm. This is McKenna Law Firm, 509-765-4451. So this remodeled this 20 feet of pipe had a shut-off valve with sprinkler heads in place. So someone damaged it and buried it into the ground, hoping nobody would see the damages. There would be a leak underneath the ground, which causes water damage. The whole grass was dry, damaged, beyond recognition. With the water bill on top of that, they dug the water line and broke it and then buried it, hoping nobody would see the damage. So, you turn the water line on or off, it's leaking 24/7 days a week underneath the ground. And there's no water above. All the water was below. And this was going on for a duration period until the water lines were dug up. All of them were dug up. And then sealed off with valves, shut-off valves. And then glued, and then had to dry and marinate, had to dry the pipe for weeks upon time, week upon week, footing by footing, valve by valve, sprinkler head by sprinkler head. All that damage that's on the driveway of McKenna Law Firm. Policy, Regulation, and Service Administration of the McKenna Law Firm. My McKenna Law Firm, 509-765-4551. And transport all that soil to bring more cultivated grass to its formulate area, and then replace all the water lines as well. And then the water line was buried underneath the ground, broken. They broke it and then covered it with dirt, hoping nobody would discover But before it's too late, everything, all the grass will be dead, which happened.